Welcome back to my turning channel. My name's Phil, and this week we're going to be working with some ash. Probably make another vase or something out of this, but we are going to try and keep as much of this bark in this project as I can. So we're going to put this in epoxy and vacuum it a lot to make sure that epoxy gets in as deep as it can, and hoping that the bark will hold. And we're going to try to make this a leading edge, and the rest of the wood will be more in the middle and turned away. So anyway, that's my plan. Let's see how we end up. Okay, we'll start with the usual piece of tape in the middle just to cover up where the glue is going to go. A heavy dose of mold release. Okay, take that off. Put some glue. Hopefully, if this gun will work, my reason the gun's not squeezing the glue out. Okay, I'll try to get this in the middle as best I can. Alright, so should be something like that. And then, put a bag on that. Okay, there we go. We'll take that to the vacuum chamber, put it under pre-vacuum for a bit, and then while I mix up some epoxy. So let's go there. Alright, so we're going to use some turquoise to start. That'll just be the base color, and then as time goes, like later on as it absorbs into the wood, I'll probably add some darker color, maybe black even. So I'm really just playing around with colors. I got no real big plan here, so let's see, we'll just get what we get. So deep cast epoxy from Designer Epoxy, of course. That has a nice open time, so it gives me 12 hours at least to make any color additions and things like that. So I use that, and I'll start with 2 liters. This will take 3-4 liters at least just to fill my bucket. So I'll probably do 3 liters right now and then top it up later. So I'll add another liter of B. We'll give it a mix and then see what we get for color. Okay, so this will be the first one, but I think I'm going to have to come back and give it another shot. It won't be enough. Okay, I'll go pour this and likely be right back. 3 liters of turquoise. Not even close. I'm going to mix up another batch. This is going to take a lot of epoxy, this piece. All right, 3 more liters. Yes, 3 more liters. That's a lot of epoxy. 6 liters of epoxy. We're still going to need to add more epoxy to this, I imagine, because the wood's going to soak up quite a bit. But yeah, this is 6 liters of epoxy. So All right, here we go. Bubble time. So we're not only getting the bubbles out of the wood, we're getting the bubbles out of the epoxy as well from the mix. So there's a lot of just naked epoxy in here that's going to just be in this piece. There's going to be a lot of epoxy and not a lot of wood, because I'm going to turn most of that wood away as well as a lot of the epoxy, but that's just the epoxy game. Unfortunately, you do turn, at least I do, turn most of it away. So, and yeah, so that's why these things are so expensive. First time to get it. Okay, well that ain't bad. It didn't go down very far. It's still pretty soft. Just wonder, I think I'm going to pour some black on top of that. It's probably not going to go in very deep, but it will give me a cap anyway. Or maybe a different color, even maybe blue, I don't know, a dark blue. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay, I didn't film the mix, but you know, it's not that exciting really. I'm just going to top this with a blue, and it might dive down a bit. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's nice. Getting a nice little bubble there, kind of, not a bubble, but a bulge, I guess. Maybe that's a better word to say. Yeah, that's going to go good. Very nice. Okay, that's great. All right, we'll cover this up for another 3 days probably. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's take it to the bench and get it out. Hey everybody. Okay, let's get this out of the bucket. This shouldn't be too much of trouble, I hope. Release. Okay, we'll need a little bit of heat here to get the glue to soften. See, my bucket's cracked on the bottom too. That's history. Okay, anyway, all right, there we go. Some nice. Make a probably a, I don't know, some kind of a vase out of this. I think it's going to be nice. Okay, so I got to get a new bucket, and we will get this to the lathe, find some centers, and see what we can turn it into.